At 9, I was adopted, and at 14 and a half, it was a mutual agreement. I didn't want to be there, and they didn't want me there. As a child, it's like, what did I do wrong? The state of California came in and removed me from the household at 1 and a half and put me in a foster care system until I was 9. 6 to 9, I was in the same foster home. They originally wanted to adopt me. The state of California wouldn't let them. The state wanted to find a younger couple for me, and then my adopted parents adopted me. The beginning was good, but I didn't listen. I acted out in school, was always in trouble, doing something I wasn't supposed to do. So it causes a strain on the parents, plus me. It's just hard. There was some good foster homes. There was parents that really cared and looked out for you, but because of the state requirements and stuff, you're there for a short period of time. Because if you have somebody that's there for a paycheck, they don't care what you do. They're not there to develop a child. Then other ones that I've been in, they want to keep the child because of the system, the rotation, you know what I mean? They're like, because they're always trying to find a better fit. That's not always the case for the kids. You're six years old and you're moving from home to home. You don't understand it. You look at it, it's like, what did I do wrong? They don't know. As an older child, there's limited foster home resources, being a young teenager and stuff. So that's when they put you into group home. They put you in with derelicts, I guess, and then you pick up more bad habits. I tried to be emancipated. The state wouldn't let me do it. I tried joining the service when I was younger. The state wouldn't let me do it because it's a paycheck. There was some bad stuff because the group home that I was currently in, they basically said, well, when you're 18, we're gonna kick you out. Say I made a mistake when I was 17 to 21. Convicted as an adult under a new law. I broke into the group home's office, stole some money, and I went to maximum security. And reality hit and heard the gates closed. But the state of California is required to contact your parents. My parents took some time, thought about it. My adopted dad came and asked me, what are you gonna do? I said, I don't know. He goes, whatever happened is between you and the judge. I wasn't the greatest parent. You weren't the greatest child. Let's start over. When you get out, you got a place to stay. My dad and I are best friends. So I talk to him probably twice, 3 times a week. But it was hard. I don't think if I had the support as a young adult, would I have made it. As a young child, you pick up a lot of bad habits. And especially when you get moved around a lot, it's easy to detach from people. Authority figures, they don't mean anything to you. And as a child, you don't understand this. By the time you're 9 years old, you already have developed certain habits and could be what I call damaged goods. It's really easy to just kind of close off. It takes a lot of work not to do that. I mean, been with my wife 15 years, so I mean, it's hard. There's times where you always make that threat when you're in a vocal argument, oh, I'm leaving. But as you stay on with years and years being in a relationship, you know that that person's not going to leave you, and so that doesn't become a factor. But it did take years. We actually looked into foster care before Danny. It's funny. We have a friend that she's like in tune with the universe. She made a comment. She goes, "When are you guys going to have a kid?" I'm like, "When you find me one." So she called me up the next day. She's like, "Hey, are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I might know somebody." We adopted him 24 minutes after he was born. It was an open private adoption, which barely happens. Right before midnight, the birth mom came in and signed over legal documents that we could take him from the hospital. So we took him home Sunday afternoon and didn't sleep for like 6 months. Went back to school and got a degree when I was 53 and wanted a better life for him. So whatever I could provide to him, I will.
And, oh! Wow.
The foster care system as a whole is broken. The system doesn't need to be revamped. It just needs to be improved upon. Budget towards social workers should be increased. More social workers should be implemented and trained. It's difficult for good people to be able to adopt kids. It's $22,000 to $32,000 to adopt a child. What 30-year-old nowadays has that kind of money? For the older kids, I think that they need stability more than anything. They need an environment where they feel safe, protected, and that they can grow. It's all about structure. Getting the kids that are getting ready to age out of a group home or a foster home some type of a way to get a career, if that's a tech school or somebody to help them to join the service, have something they can fall back to. That's what I think is a start.